out there. And we're live. Yes. This is also fabulous. I can't believe we're here today. Yes. Hallelujah. Just watch the better sleeps. Hey, what's going on, Claire?
Good evening, Claire.
Yes, we are here and back again, and also got another one instantly here as well. As they going to go more into absolutely normal chaos indeed. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to with the two that we have, we're going to go on and get into it. As Mom said at my birthday party back when I turned 12. Okay, we're going to start now. And when the others get here, we'll just join us when they join us. Now let's take breaks. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll still be here in a few minutes. All right. Okay, so let's get started there. As I stated, announcing about it, bring your voice suggestions. But we also do have some too, if you're, like, well, I hadn't thought of any, or you're trying to think of some. So got some already revved up stuff, kind of might help give you some ideas of suggestions of your own, then kind of mix it up. So let's get to where we left off. So we won't waste too much time. So, okay, so let's see. We were here Sunday, June the 17th.
Wait, what's up? You say, did you read my Descendants, Untold, and Bob Shaw's Nutcracker review?
Oh, that's what. That's. I am so sorry, Claire. I knew you mentioned that, but I completely forgot about where you mentioned it was at. But you say Nutcracker review. Okay. I tell you what. After the stream is over, definitely message me here on YouTube the link and everything to your video, so I can go right to it there. I'm just saying I don't want to end up forgetting the video was on, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, it'd be like one of my uncles, I guess I got that from him. but yeah, definitely put the link in. Okay, in the oh, okay, it's just okay. Okay, in the Descendant, the Nutcracker review. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me say, I'll make me a mental note of that there.
A mental note?
Yeah, you can just put it on the back there. Yeah. Check the Nutcracker review.
Okay.
For Claire's Descendants Untold in the comment section.
For Descendants. Is the Descendants review?
No, Descendants Untold. Yep, and it's in the Nutcracker review. You got it right.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it right. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure we will. Let's see. That's why I got it written down. That way, won't forget. Too bad I don't have the elephant mind. I didn't forget that.
Everybody wish that they have the elephant's mind.
Of course, the elephant in Zootopia was a little forgetful, and for some reason, the other animal was all remembering everything. Anywho, let's get started there. Name off the first voice you got down there.
How about Batman from the 52 Justice League series?
52, okay. Hey, what's up, Casey?
Oh, good evening, Casey.
Yeah. That's Rain Robert. That's our little play sis Casey, loyal friend.
Oh wait, there's a voice suggestion. Tim Curry.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll do that one first and see, and just go from there. All right. I think I kind of know what Tim Curry's like. Okay. I remember him on Mighty Ducks. I'm gonna, I'm gonna do the best that I can with this one. Oh, okay. All right. Ray is going to drive me crazy, and so is Maggie. Lord, first Maggie got first Maggie got first Maggie got home at 2 a.m. I know because she came into the room crying and throwing her shoes around, and she turned on the light. And needless to say, I was not sleeping through that. When I asked her what was wrong, she said, "Oh, everything! Everything!" Like what? I said, "Everything! Kitty! Dad! Ooh! I am so mad!" She was mad. Why was she mad? Why was she mad? Perhaps we should find out. Let's see if Batman can find out. Who is Batman? Tim Curry and Robert Pattinson's Batman. That would be interesting. Okay. She glared. She glared at me because I told Kenny we had to call and keep saying yeah, and he kept saying yeah because Dad never lets me have any fun. And because now he says I'm grounded for at least 2 weeks, and next Saturday is only the biggest party I'll ever be invited to. And because Dad told Kenny not to show his face around here until he could be a gentleman, and because Kitty would probably never speak to me again. And she threw herself down the bed and started pounding her pillow and sobbing. I hate it when she does that. Looks like a movie. I told her, call Ray to arrive. She said, so what? But I just thought you might like it. Oh boy. So Jason O'Malley having to read as an angry teenager. Yeah. Wow, surprising that wasn't Damien reading that.
How about Bob Ross as Thanos?
Oh, let's see. Hey, what's up, Grace? Change from Starks to Barks.
Hello, Grace.
For your Transformers. Transformers, robot, dogs in the sky. I guess I have to work on the theme there, but
Bob Ross as Thanos.
Okay. Oh boy. So Thanos gonna be painting. Well, don't you want to hear about him? No. She said, oh, puppies in sky. So she was pounding her pillow again. The morning she stayed in bed until noon. And then she was in the bathroom for about 2 hours. And when she finally came downstairs, finally her eyes were all puppy. And she wasn't talking to anybody. You could put detail of the puppiness in her eyes. But whenever Dad came in the room, she would go storming out. Finally, Dad told her she didn't quit her theatrics. He was going to ground her for a month. And that made her shape up a little bit. She's still pretty mobile. And every time the phone rings, she just jumps for it. At least she's talking to people for it. And I guess that could put a bit of a smile on my face. It's kind of hard to do that. There's not much to smile about right now.
Read like a Halloween special narrator.
Oh, okay. Let's see what I can do with that. I got an idea for that one. Yeah. For instance, she's the only one that seems to be able to talk to Carl Ray and get the words out of him. I heard her actually give some questions. She actually answered it with her words. It went something like this. So I hear you're looking for a job. Is that right, Carl Ray? Yep. When? Tomorrow. When you gonna look? It was a long pause, my Carl Ray. And then, I don't rightly know. Happy Halloween! I don't rightly know about it at all. And that was a special segment of Tales of the Crypt.
All right, Crypt Keeper.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain after watching Tales of the Crypt. And this is your brain after reading this book. Okay.
Hey, look at reaction.
I think that matches my reaction. Oh boy. Oh, I think I got too into that one.
A month away from Halloween too.
Well, I guess I gotta make sure I have some of that for when it comes. Okay, let's see. Okay, what was that? Oh yeah, right here. Go right to that.
How about evil marriage sounding sexy?
Evil? Oh yeah. The if you I don't know if y'all watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Not no case ago. I'm going to go with the Japanese version of Evil Mary because he's creepy, but he has something of he sort of has this to him. Okay. Oh yes, I did that. What are you? Oh yes. Okay, singing it. Okay, I'm gonna do the Evil Mary, and I'm gonna come to yours, Grace. So, what are you good at? That's Maggie, all right. And she just keeps picking away like a vulture or something. I was glad I didn't have to make a conversation with him. It's as painful as the Shadow Realm. And besides, I was already mad at him for spoiling my day. I was supposed to go over to Breps at 11, and we were going to hang around the pool. But Mom said I had to wait until Carl Ray got up so I could make up his bed and stuff. What? Why do I have to make up his bed? Away with you, Carl Ray, to the Shadow Realm! He got really gruesome in the Japanese version, more so than the English stuff. If he wasn't already gruesome enough. Okay, and now Grace's with the cool cat singing Everybody Wants to Be. Oh boy, Aristocats. Ooh, I have seen it, but I gotta look at that again too. Here we go. But you're responsible for the upstairs. You don't have to. You can leave till it's clear. But why can't he make up his own bed like everyone else? We have this huge, complicated chore system in our house. Every year we have a big meeting and we're supposed to swap jobs out. It all begins nice and civilized, but it ends in a shouting match. Then it's always get the easy job. No, I don't. I'll trade vacuuming for the dusting the way. Everybody wants to be a cat and not bear. Do you get the picture? It's exquisite.
And now we'll catch us ruined.
Oh boy. Well, I guess Disney won't be wanting him to be in the reboot of Aristocats if they make a remake of that. Of course, I know Derek Savage would try to get him in there. Okay.
How about Shaggy as Batman?
Well, we did work with Batman before. I suppose I could give it a try. What you think, Scooby? Okay. Okay, like Batman. We're supposed to make our own beds, but my main chore is to vacuum and dust the upstairs. I had to clean the bathrooms last week, but did a wonderful job. Back to Conrad again. Why can't Conrad make up his own bed like everybody else? Because Conrad is our guest. Mary Lou. Oh, swear to me. How'd I do, Scoob? I didn't need it. No. Oh, well, I tried my best.
How about Optimus Primal from Beast Wars on Morphin?
Oh, boy. Oh, yes. Oh, and I know exactly where that's from. Okay. Well, that drove me crazy. Whenever I'm going to spend the night at someone's house, my mom tells me that I must be very considerate and always make up my bed as neatly as soon as I get up. When I reminded her of this, she said, well, his mother may not have told him to do that. And if he's still here in 2 weeks, he'll make up his own bed. There he is. My little guy. Isn't he cute?
Oh.
Isn't he sweet? Oh. I just want a better. I didn't want to hear that. Let's see, okay. Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. Okay. So that'd be Optimus and Bumblebee like dogs. Okay. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Let's see. What if I don't go now? Left hand. Wait. Now you don't want to argue with me. If you're going to argue, then you can stay home all day. Boy, people are sure touchy lately. So I waited and waited. I even tried making noise upstairs, like turning on my radio and barking and howling. And Bob said, turn that off! Turn it off, you might wake Conrad! Exactly. Well, I waited a little longer. This is Bumblebee. Let's see. I guess he would be like a sweet dog. Let's see. Well, I waited a little longer and decided to go ahead and do the vacuuming in order in the other bedrooms and in the hallway. Oh, he's gotta be a pug. Pug? A pug dog. That's sort of. You ever heard of a pug dog?
I heard of it, but I don't remember what it looked like.
I guess that's like something like a. Wait a minute. I guess it's like a pit bull because that's kind of what he looked like in her animation video. Like Okay, let's see. and do the vacuuming in the other bedrooms and in the hallway. So all I would have left to do would be call Ray's room. But Mom came flying up the stairs after me and flipped off all the switches and was like, I told you to keep quiet up here! But Mary Lou Finney! When Mom says Mary Lou Finney, she means business. I'm sorry, I don't know if I got that right or not, but yeah, wasn't really familiar with it, the pub there, but I tried to get as close as I could to G1 Bumblebee, how he would sound as a dog there. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, right, that's where I left off.
How about Morgan Freeman as Mufasa?
Okay. Morgan Freeman. Hang on, let me make sure this. Okay. Just making sure this. Okay. Morgan Freeman as Mufasa. Mufasa. Ooh. I kept calling Beth Ann every 15 minutes to tell her that Carl Ray still was not up, and I couldn't leave until I did maid service for him, or in my case, the butler service. Finally, at 12:30, Beth Ann said, "It doesn't look like you're ever going to get out of there. I'm going to go for a ride with my parents." And boy, was I mad. When old Carl Ray finally did stroll out of his room about 1 o'clock, I nearly pushed him over when I passed. Sure enough, he didn't make up his bed. And so I did. And picked up all the stupid gum wrappers all over the floor and vacuumed his stupid room. And by the time I was done by 1:15, but I had nowhere to go. Oh, Zazu, what am I going to do with him? Oh boy. So, got next up there.
How about Mark Hamill as Scar?
Oh, okay. Scar Joker. Hang on 1 second there. Okay, I wasn't for sure if the chat was moving or not there. Yeah, because I know sometimes when I be on Bob Shaw's chat, I'd be having to hit live chat to make the thing move again. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Mark Hamill as Scar. Where all Carl Ray did was at the entire day was sit in front of the TV, chewing gum and watching whatever came on. I don't even think he changed the channel. A real life wire. This Carl Ray really is turning out to be a wonderful day. And with everyone waltzing in and out, wandering in and out of the rooms, Maggie avoiding Dad, and Dad avoiding Maggie, and me avoiding Conway, and all of us avoiding Mom, who makes you do laundry if you get in her way, and then she ends up having to fold the clothes. I was so good, I even went with Dennis and Dougie over to the field behind Mrs. Fuzzy's house. And you are never going to see the light of another day. Adieu.
How about Derek Savage as Ratchet?
Oh boy, so Derek Savage is gonna maximize, huh? Feels more like he would terrorize with all the stuff he did with the critics. All right. There's an old big tree there that sits and dip in a little dip in the ground. Its branches hang real low, and if you crawl inside into the dip underneath the branches, there was like a little portal inside. But anyway, we went inside and cleaned out some of the leaves and junk and moved the rocks from the cover we dug in last year. It's funny to see what we put inside of a box of matches, a newspaper, and a red ball, 2 old packs of chewing gum, and a treasure map we had drawn. No, the treasure consisted of 50 cents. And we buried it in a hole about 100 yards away in the deck called. Ooh, that's really exciting there. But don't you think, Chopper Base?
How about SpongeBob when he sounded normal from the Abnormal episode?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, there's Nicodemus.
Nicodemus. Not sure about that one there. Not sure about that. Oh, Nicodemus, I know is the one in the, I think one in the Bible that came to see Jesus there, unless that's who you're talking about. But I don't know the voice, so I have to pass on that one there. Let's see. So, sorry about that, Grace. So, SpongeBob normal. Oh, this probably the best SpongeBob that anybody's ever heard, probably. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Wait. Okay, how about
Marsh Hare? The Marsh Hare?
the March Hare? Is that from Alice in Wonderland or something there? Or?
I don't know who the Marsh Hare is.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's another pass. I'm so sorry on that one. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the picture. Okay. We do apologize. We hung around there, climbing a tree. I have to admit that even though I'm 13 years old, I still like climbing trees, pretending that we are looking out for our enemies. And we're playing cards. Okay, okay, I know Boston here, so we'll do that one next. I hope you're doing fine. and we should have brought some food, but we were going to chew the gum, but it was all gross from being in that ground for a whole year. It's funny thinking about that fort in the field. It reminds me of something that happened about 4 years ago. Kind of a stupid thing, but I'll write it down anyway. I could always rip it out if it's too embarrassing. Could you read that for me, Waspinator? Oh, Waspinator, yes, and Waspinator, yeah. I know, it's got to do something, and then I get blown up into slag! Fine. I was Spinator guessed I was 9 years old when there was this boy named Johnny White who lived down the street from us. He was Dennis's friend, really, and he was about a year younger than I was. Anyway, one day Dennis, Johnny, and I were over in the forest, running around the trees and singing a stupid song. Dennis, then Dennis said he was going home to get us some sandwiches so we can have a picnic. And Johnny and I walked around the field with the tall grass where there were a bunch of buttercups too. I picked one and rubbed it under Johnny's chin, which made him laugh because he had never seen anyone do that before. Oh, but all of a sudden, I don't know what came over me, and I reached over and kissed him on the lips. I don't think I ever kissed anyone on the lips before, but my parents once. It was a real surprise to me. And his lips were so soft and they didn't taste like anything at all. So I kissed him again to see if I could taste anything. Okay, this is kind of an awkward read for Waspinator here. Why? Oh boy. Like Waspinator always gets the short end of the straw.
How about Sad Hole?
Oh yes, from music. Oh boy. We didn't even hear Dennis coming. The first we knew he was there, and when he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Then we just ate our sandwiches and went back to messing around in the forest. I think it's trees and stuff. I didn't think anymore about the kissing of Johnny until the next day. Oh, I can't go on. Hulk sad. They didn't even call me to help them in the Winter Soldier. Or give me a sequel. Yeah, why didn't they give Hulk a sequel? I mean,
They gave the other Avengers sequel.
and not to mention at the end of the Hulk movie in the MCU, that drop of blood that fell in that dude's head, that's clearly the origin of the Master. That's the Master right there about to come. You had a sequel set up right there. Darn you, Universal, or whatever. I don't whatever these studio terms were.
And I know the Incredible Hulk movie is 12 years old now, since it's been around since 2008. If they waited that long for a sequel, like I'll say 10 to 20 years from now.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. Looks like Claire's on the way back. And Grace.
Terminal the Frog.
Okay. Only stop you. Oh, okay. Oh, we appreciate you coming in to give us a shout out there. Appreciate that, Addie. Hope you catch the playback there, and we will make this enjoyable.
All right, see you later, Addie.
All right. Okay, so we got Kermit the Frog. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a mess this was. Mrs. White called my mother. My mom said Mrs. White almost had an hysterical. Mrs. White said that Johnny told her all about her nicking in the woods. And oh, excuse me there. I didn't mean to do that. Please continue. They told us all about our necking in the woods, and it was all my idea, and that I was too old for her son, and her son was too innocent for some wild girl. That's what she called me, that my mom said. Oh my goodness. And she didn't ever want her son at our house again, and I wasn't ever to go near him. And if Dennis wanted to play with Johnny, he would just have to go to their house, but he was never to bring me. Then Mom asked me to tell her what happened, and I did. And she said that someday I would understand why she got so upset. And I should probably wait a few years before I start practicing kissing any boys again. Because kissing is something you have to be careful about. I asked her why, and she just said she would have to think of a very good explanation. And I should ask her in about a few years. In a few years? Oh boy. It's just not, well, in my case, it's not easy being green. And for Mary Lou, I guess it's not easy being a young lady learning about this type of thing, you know. Oh dear. Yeah.
Superman from the animated series.
Oh yes. Well, I think I know what she meant, but it's really sad because Johnny and I didn't even mean anything by it. I never got to play with him again, and the next time I saw him was about a week ago at the drugstore, and he didn't even look at me. Ah, scrappy dude. I'll get to that one next. He doesn't live on our street anymore, and I'll probably never see him again. I haven't kissed or been kissed by a boy since, and I wonder if all the lips have no taste like Johnny's. Hmm. Okay, and now for Scrappy. Puppy power! I'm gonna get him, Uncle Scooby. Let him in. Let me get him. So once Beth Fan was telling me about Jerry Mangle kissing her at the school dance, she wondered what it tasted like. Well, I asked her what it tasted like. What it tasted like? She looked at me like I was some kind of a weirdo. Yes, what does it taste like? The kiss? Yes, the kiss, of course. Well, nothing. You mean it tastes like nothing at all? It must have tasted like something. And she didn't know about Johnny White, and I didn't want to tell her that. For some reason, I made it sound like I knew what kisses had to taste like a specific thing. Oh my goodness, this is kind of awkward for me to read this here. Oh, I think this might be too. This might. I think you're too young for this, Scrappy. Yes, that's an awkward read for Scrappy too.
How about Yami Yugi from the English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Well, I suppose it's time to oh, dun dun dun, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dum 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 dum. Well, she had to close her eyes as if she was trying to remember, and she was moving her lips around. Well, I guess it tasted like chicken. Now that surprised me. Chicken? Are you sure? Well, gosh, Mary Lou, I wasn't paying that much attention. I think it was tasted like chicken, yes. It's not the sort of taste you would expect. Is it? Hmm. You know, I think I'd rather summon my dark magician instead. Okay, and then okay, now we're at Monday, June the 18th. Since I just did Yami Yugi's English voice, I'm gonna also do his Japanese voice. Maggie spent the entire day gabbing away on the phone. Yes, she called Kenny, and then she called back. And then she called her friend Aggie, and Aggie called her. Back and forth all day. She was cooking up a plan to get Dad to let her go to that party on Saturday. And if anyone can do it, Maggie can. It's disgusting. About all she has to do is roll her eyes and talk real sweet, and she gets anything she wants. And now I'll sacrifice my 3 nights to summon Sight for the Sky Dragon. Oh yes, sis. Oh boy, that was a fun read.
How about Chris Rock as Dracula?
Oh my goodness, so Chris Rock is a vampire now. Oh boy. I know what. I guess we all know what he's gonna be tired of after this. Oh, Carl Ray finally decided to get out of his bed around noon. I never seen Carl Ray go into the bathroom once. I'm sure he must have been in there, well, really. But I know for a fact, but I know for sure he hasn't taken a shower yet. You can tell by the way he walks, Lord, and probably by the way he smells. I think I smelled a hint of garlic on him, and I'm tired of that garlic. Tired of garlic. Just don't go wearing no clothes around here. I'm gonna be really losing it here. Vampires can't stand that stuff. Oh boy.
How about Joey Wheeler when he's serious?
All right. He appeared in the kitchen while I was making lunch and stood there watching me. Finally, I said, "Are you going to want lunch?" And he makes me so mad the way he stands around waiting for people to feed him and stuff, lying around not doing a darn thing. He said, "Okay, brother." And while we eating lunch, I say, "Aren't you gonna go out and look for a job?" And then the seriousness of the Japanese voice, oh boy. He put his sandwich down on his plate to say, and to the sandwich it seemed, "Sure. Well, that was a good sign. So where are you going?" Long pause by Ray. Finally, he told his sandwich, "I don't rightly know." Well, I said to Ray, "Why don't you ask Dad for a suggestion? Or didn't you ask Dad for a suggestion?" "Nope. Why not? I don't rightly know." You're going to be hearing "don't rightly know" a lot from this Ray character. I don't rightly know. Oh boy. and, uh, and don't you dare call me a scrub Kaiba or a dog or a loser dog. I do whatever I want to, Thank you. I am the little guy and I get to beat you with my hands. The goldfish from the Oogie Loves. Oh dear. Let me get some water, because fishes need water. Ah, that's much better water to drink. And in case Oogie Loves didn't know, I'm not supposed to be drinking salt water. That stuff would kill me. All right, now where are we now? Okay. Where is it now? Oh, here we go. Well, Tommy then started banging on the table with his cup and going, "Ha ha!" And then he would look at us and say, "Ha ha!" Like that kid on The Simpsons, as if he was practicing how to laugh. In the middle of all this, Ray just sat there eating his sandwich in slow motion, chewing and staring down at his plate like it wasn't even there. What is he, advertising for a Subway commercial or something? I guess Subway, eat fresh. Ray for a Subway commercial? That would be, I guess, Jared, eat your heart out.
I can imagine Carl Ray chubby, and then he will lose the weight from eating Subway sandwiches.
One thing, he's already skinny.
Oh,
the book say he's already skinny as I don't know what.
If only if he was chubby.
You got Kevin Hart. Oh boy, Kevin. Oh yeah, from the Ride Along movie. In the middle of this, Ray sat there eating a sandwich. Oh wait, I already read that. Okay. I said, "Well, you could look at the newspaper." "Where is that?" he said. "The newspaper." "Yeah." I went out again and showed it to him. Where the help section was. "So what sort of thing are you looking for?" I don't right to know." "Well, it's kind of hard to look for a job, man. You know, when you don't know what you're looking for. I mean, that's like when you step into the grocery store and ask for bell peppers, but you don't tell them what color you're looking for. You gotta know what you're looking for, man. Maybe you should go downtown and walk along the street and look for the signs that say help wanted. You know." He looked at me and nodded. I was like, "Okay, well, you should probably go now. Come on, go. Oh, you won't have very time to see many places. You know how to get downtown?" He didn't. Ooh, man, I thought dealing with Ice Cube was hard.
We have Samuel Jackson.
Oh boy, oh boy! Now you're making me think of Pulp Fiction right now. I will do A, but my version of Pulp Fiction is a little peach now. Yeah, gotta keep it family approved. So I showed him how to go. and told him what he should probably say. And then I told him that he should probably change his clothes, since he was wearing the same clothes he arrived in over. And that, and he probably would need a tie. And so I asked him to show me exactly what he had, and it was pitiful. It was so pitiful what he had. He had two t-shirts and two pairs of blue jeans and the shoes he had on. He's supposed to be staying with us for the summer, and this all the clothes this guy done brought with him. Oh, this I have had it. I have had it with these godforsaken relatives and their godforsaken ways of packing. I've had it. Oh boy, almost.
Darth Vader.
So apparently now Mary Lou has gotten so mad that she's went to the dark side. Oh dear, who's gonna be? After he left, I went and made up his stupid bed, and then I took Tommy and Dougie to the pool, even though it was Maggie's day to watch Tommy. But she was going to be useless all day, as long as the phone was working. But swimming wasn't so bad because Dougie and I were teaching Tommy how to swim, and he's so funny. All he really wants to do is jump off the edge and have us catch him. And finally, we got him to put his head in under by missing him a few times. Oh, welcome back, Miss Claire, and welcome to the dark side. And as for Carl Ray, I am your father. No!
We have a Texan accent, a New Yorker accent, and Elmo.
Oh boy, now there's a trinity.
Hmm.
Okay. Texan, I guess that's like Texas.
Yeah.
A Blair fan met us up there, and she had on this new bathing suit, and it's all white. All right. And she had on, it's all white. You could tell she just really thinks she's something in it. I didn't want to tell her, but you could practically see right through it when it's all wet. I'll tell her some other time. While we were sitting on our towels during break time, I looked up and saw the people. Of all the people I saw, Alex Chevy on the outside, leaning against the fence, and he was looking at us. So I got up and went over to him. Yeehaw! Now for a New York accent. Just forget about it. Well, you looking for somebody? I said, not really. You visiting the Murphys again? Huh? Your friends, the Murphys, on Winston Road. Oh, damn. Yeah. Are they here at the pool? Alex looked around. I don't think so. Oh. When Alex talks, it always feels like I'm missing something. They don't, I miss, like, I don't hear all the words. So how was the party? Party? Chris's party. Didn't you go? Oh, yeah. It was okay. It was kind of boring, whatever. Just forget about it. I think I may have botched that New York accent. Okay, well, I know I could get Elmo. Oh, Alex was wearing these cute blue shorts and a t-shirt with Ohio State University printed on it. And he asked me who I was with. You mean at the pool? Yeah. Dougie and Tommy, my brothers. Well, two of them. That man, she's over there. You see her? That man was stretched out on her back with one knee bent and her hands behind her head. And she can really overdo it sometimes. and Elmo, Elmo really loves being here at the swimming pool. I'm a good swimmer.
Sweet. Sweet layer. Sweet mom.
Not sure who that is there. Not sure who that one is there. But the pass on that one there. Sorry.
How about Tristan Taylor when he sad and angry at the same time?
Oh boy, I know he got plenty of those. So do you come here every day? And he asks, well, nearly. They don't have a pool over where you. Don't they have a pool over where you live? All these towns have a community pool. And since we live in Easton, we go to the Easton pool. And Alex lives in Norton. Oh yeah. I think you can use the Norton Pass here if you pay an extra 25 cents if you wanted to come here, I mean. Don't you die on me again!
Okay, we have Surfer Dude and Eric Cartman.
Okay.
And then an Australian accent.
He made the. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I only had seen the Nutcracker review once there. Okay. I only had seen it once. Okay, I can. Okay, Surfer Dude, Eric Cartman, Australia, and I could do Hitler there. I could do a Hitler impersonation there. And yeah, I think Hail Sweetler. Eric Cartman, I know that's that one with on South Park with
with a beard or goatee for some reason or mustache.
Well, at least him having at least as weird as a little boy having a beard is, at least it's not as cringing as in I Am Weasel with the girl that had a beard. That's dark territory there. Okay. Okay, let's start with the Surfer Dude. Well, yeah, well, I may someday. And, then the whistle blew, meaning it was like a break was over, and I had to go watch Tommy or else he'd, drown. And Carl Ray just, magically appeared, man, at dinner time. Just as we were putting the food on the table. In he comes right down at the special seats. And I suppose he thinks that's like his special seat or something. And as usual, he didn't volunteer any information. In fact, he didn't say one word until after Carl Ray had 3 helpings of meatloaf, 3 helpings of corn, and 2 helpings of potatoes, dude. He would have had more, but I bet it was all gone. And Dad said, so tell us, Carl Ray, how did the job hunting go, man? Just sharing in my personal thing, I am not a really big South Park fan, but fortunately I do know Eric. Anyway, because my one of my cousins showed me an episode of him. Anywho, every single one of us looked at Carl Ray, who shrugged his shoulders, and then we all looked back at Dad, and then who looked at Mom, like it was her turn or something. And then she said, "Does this mean anything to you? Does this mean that you didn't find anything?" And we all looked at Carl Ray, and then he nodded, and then he was pretty busy stuffing the food into her mouth. And Dad said, "Does that mean yes? Did you not find anything?" And Carl Ray nodded again. This is like a tease man. We all were looking down the card race at the end of the table, and then back up the bomb, and then make it dead, and then make the card race. Never gonna get our hands hurt doing all this. And you know what? I hate all of you. Yeah, that's why I wrote that letter. I hate all of you. No, it was really a episode that my cousin showed me of South Park where they was doing like World War reenactment, and Cartman wrote in his letter, "I hate you," for some reason. Okay, an Australian accent. I think, don't they say like mate a lot there? Mate, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, you know who I could, a good person I could do with Australian accent? Balin from Yu-Gi-Oh. Wow, here we are. This was well, it's about time. About this time, Maggie makes a move, mate. And Dad was like, would you like me to get you another glass of water? Dad's like, well, sure. And then Maggie's like, well, anything else I can get you while you up? And then Dougie says, well, I like another glass. Oh, Maggie just glared at him and went back into the kitchen. Boy, while she was gone, Dimon started mimicking her and said in a real sweet voice, Mary Lou, can I get you anything? And then, of course, we all started laughing until Dad told us to be quiet and watch our manners. Good day there, mate. Now let me go over here and take care of Joey Wheeler.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan and Drunk Lady.
Until I write out my... Oh boy. I think there was one where I ever mentioned about a drunk man and all that. Okay, so Tracy Morgan. Okay. It's getting close to 8. Okay. Let's see how much you get. Okay, I'll read a couple more pages before we end this out there. Okay. After dinner, let's see. Oh, after dinner, I heard Dad talking to Carl Ray about where to look for a job and what to say and how to act and everything. And when he went in, and Carl Ray, he just listened. He didn't really keep up no trouble or nothing. He just listened. And then Dad came into the kitchen and said, and then, he was like, he said to Mom, boy, doesn't that boy know how to talk? He could drive a person crazy. And Mom's like, well, I guess he don't. He's your relative after all. Or he ain't say nothing after that, And Dennis and I went out to play Spud with Kathy and Barry Fuzz. And Kathy and Barry are twins about Dennis' age. They pretty nice. But I don't think Mr. Fuzzy like when we play Spud in the street, because he kind of skipped it that a car might come out there. They don't like when play and then we all of a sudden in a car coming. So we just sat on the curb for a while throwing stones across it. And all of a sudden, Carl Ray just stuck right up on us. Man, he's a real spook the way he do that sometimes. I mean, it's almost like a ghost or something come up in here. I don't like you. You know how you ghost come up. I take off running. And 1 minute it was just me and Dennis on the curb, and all of a sudden there he is sitting right next to us. I'm like, what in the world? Where'd you come from, boy? I hate when people do that to me. Oh, well, thank you so much, Grace. I appreciate that. That's real nice of you. So, and see, Drunk Raven and Morgan Freeman. Oh boy. Okay. Well, then this Mr. Fuzzy came out with his water hose. So his hose to water the lawn. And last week, he offered me 50 cents to do it for him. Though I'm not sure why he doesn't pay his own kids to do it, though. I don't mind at all. Anyway, sure enough, he sees us sitting there and strolls over like, feel like ordering some gold? And that's, he calls 50 cents gold. Oh yeah, sure, Mr. Fuzz. We'd like to earn that gold, I said. He's an okay guy. Sort of funny looking, I mean, prickly and bald. And that's not, and he's not that old. He's not an old man. Maybe a little younger than my dad. Mr. Fuzzy brought the hardware store downtown. And Dennis and I went in there one day. He let us poke around behind the counter because there wasn't that many customers in there. Now, if y'all will excuse me, I got the bubble. Oh boy. Yeah, let's see. Morgan Freeman now. Oh boy. And I got a real good Morgan Freeman from y'all from way back in a movie called Lean On Me. Oh boy.
And then you got Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think it's that lady from Freaky Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried it. I remember her. Okay. Morgan Freeman first. Okay. Well. Carl Ray is intrigued by the strangest things. You know, while I was watering the Fuzz's lawn, Carl Ray just snuck up behind me and said, "What do you call him?" "Who?" "That man, Mr. Fuzz." And Carl Ray said, "Fuzz, how you spell Fuzz?" And I told him Fuzz. He said Fuzz again. Man, this is a weird guy, this Carl Ray is. And when we all finally went inside, Maggie was getting Dad a dish of ice cream. It's so obvious there of what she's trying to do. Then she just sat on the couch and watched TV with everybody else. And she don't usually do stuff like that. She's usually off with her friends or washing her hair or painting her fingernails or something like that. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling, but she's not fooling me at all. I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to get to that party and you know you're grounded and everything. That's actually seeing when he was fussing at this boy Sam in the movie. check that movie out. Lean On Me. Let's see, Jamie Lee Curtis. So what did we do with this journal entry with Jamie Lee Curtis? Let's see, try to remember her from Freaky Friday.
And Morgan Freeman's got
From Bruce Almighty. Okay, those are gonna be the last two that we're gonna wrap it up with. There is Jamie and Morgan Freeman. Yeah. And here we go. Not much happened today. The biggest news is that I took Tommy over to Beth Ann's. And she was strutting all over because her sister Judy was going to introduce her boyfriend's brother, and the four of them were going to a drive-in on Friday. Beth Ann is 13. Well, she's almost 14, and not much older than me. But don't you think it's a little young for her to be going to a drive-in with a boy? Beth Ann is going to be hard to live with after this. And Carl Ray, he still didn't find a job or anything. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yes, I do apologize for that. Yeah. Next is before I read this last one. Next Thursday, I'll have the time posted. You know, when I get my work schedule and everything, but try to be up a little bit longer for Thursday. Have a little bit, at least we'll try to be. It rained. It rained all day. Beth Ann called to tell me about Derek. That's Judy's boyfriend's brother's name. And he was about 5 feet 7 inches tall, brown hair, and gorgeous. Beth Ann hadn't seen him yet, but that's just what Judy says. Then Beth Ann must have described every single closet in her outfit, trying to decide what she was going to wear Friday night. Carl Ray, surprise, surprise, he didn't find a job yet. And you know a great flood is coming. Hey, what's going on, Brandon? Sorry that we about to wrap up here. I'm gonna say apologize that I'm about to wrap up just as you're coming in, but yep, because yeah, guys, they get her ready for work tomorrow there. So as I was wrapping, that's one reason we started a little early. So be sure y'all catch the replay and either tomorrow or Saturday. I should be able to give a confirmation of what time we'll be up here again next Thursday. Also, make sure any of y'all that haven't done it yet, subscribe to us on Patreon and subscribe the YouTube channel. Kind of that way we can not only this, but also those reaction videos I do. I have Brownie doing. We can do stuff like that full time and everything, and also also with our comics. Make sure you check those out. And we will see y'all next Thursday and have a time up for you over the weekend so y'all can know what time to come. Okay, yes, and I have it's written down here. I will definitely. Matter of fact, since it's written down, I will go check that out as soon as I end this stream. That way, it doesn't slip my mind.
All right, good night, everybody.
All right, see y'all later. There we go.